Please do.
Leave it all in.
Please do. I like that. Is that like a purple?
It's a purple.
That's a nice
Why? What
purple.
color do you see?
No, I'm just. It would have like a fancy name, like a maroon or violet or.
Could be violet.
Violet.
I don't know. When I got it, I just saw it. I was like, I like that.
You like the purple?
I like purple.
Purple's a good color.
Purple's good.
I like that color, purple.
I'm not normally a purple guy.
No?
No, but I saw it. I was like, I wonder if I look good in purple.
You look very nice.
I look nice in purple.
That's nice fun. It goes well with the I don't know what you would call these. Mic things?
They're called mic flags.
Mic things? Mic flags.
Flags.
Okay. Very nice.
With an L. Flag.
Flags.
Yes.
Yeah,
I thought you said something else.
Never.
I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking.
Jeez.
I'm joking. We are recording.
We are recording, are we? Keep it all in here. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Okay, I should talk in the mic if I'm going to talk. Like talking over there.
Wondering.
It's been a while, so I need confidence that I have everything operating properly, and it is.
People listening are very confused. If they're watching, they're laughing. If they're listening, they're like, did my radio just go out? I couldn't hear Joe for a second.
My brother Mike's a new listener. He started listening. He's went back in the catalog.
Oh, my goodness.
He just is kind of like a new podcast listener.
Okay.
Now it's going to make him feel uncomfortable because I'm talking about
Mike.
him now while he's listening in his car. But he was like, he texted me
on.
one day. He's like, dude, that's hilarious. And he was like, I was dying when you guys were talking about crabs, and you were like the crustacean.
Yeah. Not the.
Yeah, about ordering crabs.
Yeah.
So
That's good.
he brought that back, which was pretty funny. And we've been off for a while. Welcome everyone
Hi.
back to If You Would Have Told Me podcast. I'm Joe Fernandes.
Emily Page.
And we're back. We had a sort of an unintended spring break because
Life.
I don't know if you wanted to mention anything or no. That's fine.
Well, people who follow me know what happened. Just some personal stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah.
And then I had a big project I was working on, and that was just whatever, consuming my mental energy.
And a birthday.
I had a great birthday. Another year older.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
What's it feel like to be 27?
27 is tiring.
Right.
No, it's my birthday. I had a good birthday this year. I don't know, like last year when I turned 50, I was like, oh my God, I'm 50.
Right.
But then enough people told me I look good for my age to make me feel
You
better.
do.
And then 51 is just kind of it. First off, the years are just going by way too fast. It's like stupidly fast.
Right.
And so yeah, I just indulged in stuffed shells and ice cream cake and had my mother came over for the weekend.
I love your mom.
Yeah, she's the best.
She is.
And, we had a good time.
That's great.
And I don't know, when we were talking about New Year's resolutions, I think I don't know if I mentioned it on here, but one of mine was to start reading more.
Mine too. Yes.
So
we did
my
talk about
goal
that.
was 12 books. I was keeping it.
Shut up. We had the same. That was mine too for the year.
I was keeping it. Yeah, keeping it very.
Yeah.
So I came. I was on YouTube looking at videos about books to read, and so I found this one like kind of book club.
Okay.
Where it's like he's recommending short novels with great endings.
Okay.
So.
What are you on?
I have read 5 novels already this year.
That's amazing.
And 1 audiobook biography.
Okay,
I don't know how to count audiobooks as real reading or not.
I don't count it as real reading. I do, and that's like we can talk about that. I think it's a controversial thing because I think audiobooks are great, but I don't think you're not doing the act of reading it. You're listening to it. So I still think it's good, but I wouldn't count it as I read a book. Depends on how what your goal is.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't listen to fiction. I can't have someone read me a story.
No.
But I usually listen to biographies.
Nice.
So I listen to it's a musician that I've loved since I saw him 2009 on David Letterman.
Okay.
It's got Justin Townes Earl.
All right.
And
Not
he
familiar.
passed away in 2020. He's like a singer-songwriter.
Cool.
I wouldn't call him country. He's bluesy. It's
Maybe
in that
folk,
realm.
Folky, bluesy.
Folky, bluesy.
Okay.
And I listened to his biography.
How was it?
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad because of his life, but it was really good. But that's something I feel like it's almost when you listen to a biography, it's almost like listening to a podcast.
100%. I listen to a podcast on the way up. I love, that's why I think to me it's different because it's like, yes, people are like, well, you're still getting the content. I'm like, 100%. Like, if you said my goal is to digest content this year, then I think you can count it. But if you're like, my goal is to read 12 books, you're not reading that book.
Yeah.
And I know that people will, this might be a controversial, this might be another food store incident where people chew me up in the comments, but.
So you're standing firm that
I would not count that audiobook in your list of 12.
My list of 12. Yeah,
But you could.
I'm not.
Right.
But I could.
You could. I have the same goal as you. It's so funny because I didn't do like a big resolution this year, but one of mine was to read more, and I set the same goal, 12 books, and I am on my 7th book, which is crazy to me. This one's kicking my butt a little bit. It hasn't engaged me as much so I'm giving it the old college try. Like, usually I would give up on a book, and I'm refusing to do that this year.
Okay.
Like, I want to finish it.
Yeah.
Even if it takes me forever. Because I guess also because I'm already ahead of, like, the schedule I thought I would be. But, or maybe if this one's really kicking my butt, I'll read another one alongside it.
Yeah.
And, like, this, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's been really enjoyable.
Me too. I've been loving it. I got myself a Kindle.
Fancy. For your birthday?
No, I bought it, like, back in, like...
An early birthday gift?
Early birthday gift, because I just wanted to be able to have it around with me, and it's helping me plow through these books. I read some great books. There's one you'd probably like it. It's called Paradise. It's actually an English translation from this Mexican author. So it's originally in Spanish.
I would love that.
About these 2 poor kids growing up in this town, but work in this really rich town.
Okay.
It's like a coming of age story, but it's they're kind of one's a degenerate,
right?
So it's kind of a rough read, but I loved it.
Send me the title later because I'll definitely check it out. I've been reading. I'm obsessed with this author. Her name's Chanel Cleaton. I hope I'm saying it correctly. But she writes one of her books was on Reese's book club, whatever. But she writes about Cuba during the revolution. And I'm learning. I like historical fiction. I'm learning so much about Cuba. I've read now 3 out of her books. I'm going to read her 4th one next after this book that's taking me forever. But it's nice when you find another author you like. But it's another like kind of coming of age story, and like you get to know the history. It talks about people like leaving Cuba, coming to America, and like I'm like very into it. She does a lot of like 2 different perspectives. So you get like a modern day perspective, and then it'll go back to like the 1960s, and I thought that was really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
I like that stuff. Yeah.
I took a shot on a classic too, because I was
Which
like,
one?
throw some. So I never heard of it before I went. So this guy said he thought it was like one of the best American classics.
Okay.
It was called Stoner.
Yes, by do you remember the author?
No, I have it in my.
Okay, it's shorter. No, maybe I'm mixing it up.
It's pretty short, not too short.
Right.
I have it. I have a Goodreads account now where I'm like putting my books. So I just want to. I'm all in.
I know the title of this, but I don't know what it's about.
Like when I tell you what it's about, like it's shocking how good it is. It's like you meet this guy who grows up in Missouri, like pre-depression, and whatever. His farmer father, no education, saves up money to send him to college to learn farming, and stuff. And he falls in love with literature and becomes a literature professor.
Wow.
You're literally just following this guy's life.
And it's so good.
Like, it's like he becomes a literature professor. Then meets a woman. And it's like you're just following the guy's life, and it's so riveting. Like, I was like, wow, this is really good writing.
See?
Like, it was like, because I'm like, I can't describe it to someone to be like, this sounds so dull.
No, but I get it. Would you be open to more classics? Because I got a few, like...
I'm open to anything. I'm really in like a... I found like
going.
My addictive qualities have...
It's a good one to have.
I found that like I feel like I'm enjoying reading for the first time, and I had ebbs and flows in my life, but for whatever reason right now I just feel I'm just enjoying it, because I think for years I used to treat reading like school, or like I had to really get everything, and like I felt like I was almost taking a test, but now
pressure.
I'm just enjoying it in the moment.
That's awesome.
And I'm loving it, and I just can't stop.
So one of my goals is to go back and reread Great Expectations, because I read it freshman year of high school and I remember loving it. And I was one of the only kids that loved it. But I think what I loved about it mostly is like the reasons between like why Charles Dickens wrote it the way he did, because like he wrote it in newspaper segments and he got paid by the word. So that's why he's so wordy when he's writing, because
Okay.
every word he wrote, he got paid more. And there's 2 endings to the book.
Okay.
He wrote like an alternate ending. So I really enjoy it, and I like the character development in it, but it's the same kind of thing as the book Stoner. It's just Pip's life.
Okay.
So it's like you're just learning about his life. But I remember sitting in a chair in my parents' basement that spun, and I would just read it and spin in the chair. Like I would sit down there for hours and just read it. So I'm wondering if I'll have the same effect now. But Catcher in the Rye and Great Gatsby are 2 of my favorite classics.
I've read Catcher in the Rye twice in my life.
So good.
Great Gatsby I never read.
You should read Gatsby.
That should go on the
That's
list.
an easy read in the sense of like vocab. It's like not that tough, but there's a lot of symbolism in it.
Oh, I love the Kindle when I can highlight the word.
You're like, what does this mean?
So I'm just like, I don't know what that word is either.
But I love Gatsby.
Yeah.
So I will say this about Gatsby without giving anything away, because I think you should read it, because I'd love us to talk about it. This has become now a book podcast, everybody.
We become the book club.
Yeah.
You would have told me this would become a book club.
I was so excited. You see how excited I got when you were like, my goal is to read 12 books? Like, me too. Like, what? We're so in sync. Daisy Buchanan is one of the main characters in A Great Gatsby. Every time I read Gatsby, I love her so much. Like, I adore her. And then by the end of the book, I hate her more than I've ever hated anyone before in my life. And the fact that he was able to do that with a character, I love. Fitzgerald, I think that's the book he wrote because his wife was going to leave him. So he was trying to convince her to stay or make money off of it. I always like to find out the reasoning behind why they wrote the book, or why they wrote it the way, or what was going on in their life when.
I'm sure, like, ever since I've been doing this now, like, my YouTube algorithm has turned into like breakdowns of books and stuff. So it's been really cool. So I'm sure someone broke that down.
I'm sure. I'm trying to think if there's any others.
I just finished reading a Kurt Vonnegut book.
Which one?
Mother Night.
That's a great book.
Oh my god!
About the Holocaust.
The guy in prison writing his. Oh my god!
That's a great book.
Loved it.
Oh my gosh! What did you like go through? Like, did we switch lives or something? No, that's a great book. Did you read? I
read Perfection. Was another one which
I don't
was
know that
okay.
One. Okay.
It was okay.
Mother Night's a great book.
It was like a book of Perfection was like this millennial couple living in Germany.
Okay.
Like, they're like, you know, the it people in this artsy town, going to all the good parties.
Yeah.
But their apartment is like just so like manicured perfectly. Okay. The book was kind of weird, where like they're a couple that they're trying to make their life perfect on social media, perfect for, but they're not growing as a result of it. It was interesting.
Like playing the game, but not really.
Playing the game, but then like all their friends are evolving and doing things. And then now they're the older people in the cool town. They're not as cool no more. Okay. But they're still trying to keep that
That's interesting.
coolness. It was okay. Like, I got what they were trying to say, but I feel like it would probably be better be read by a millennial.
Right. Not like
like me. I'm like, I can't stand these people.
I hate them so much. On Mother Night, what a great grab!
Yeah, I just finished that the other day.
It's great. Have you read Clockwork Orange?
No.
That's a good one.
I actually have that book in my closet. Someone gave to me years ago.
It's a great book. It's a weird book.
I saw the movie when I was younger.
So you know.
Yeah.
But it's very. You read that book and you're like, ooh, like you're like, I feel like I shouldn't be reading this.
Yeah.
Man, I have some other stuff. Oh, you ever read Fahrenheit 451?
Believe it or not, it's in my book bag.
It's a great book.
It's in my. Somebody gave it to me recently.
Great book. Very, especially with current events. It's very interesting. And then also
Mother Night too, like with current events.
Yes.
Like if you think of like a podcasters and you know, people, you know, not being who they say they are.
1984.
Nope.
You should read 1984.
1984.
That's a great book.
Okay.
Adam Farm is also great by Orwell, but I'm actually more of a 1984 fan, my friend. And like if you're choosing between you've hit my. I was a literature major, so you hit my thing. If you're between 1984 and Brave New World, which are very similar, I like 1984 better. Some people like Brave New World better. You could also read same idea, dystopian.
Okay.
Futuristic.
Okay.
You know. Also,
we're gonna start a secondary podcast book club.
I love it. I love. I was actually trying to see if I could start a book club with like some of my friends, but the problem is everyone's so busy with kids and stuff like that. And I'm like, ugh, y'all suck. Even though I have a kid, I'm like, read a book. But what I've been doing is
shut the door. I'm reading Vonnegut.
I'm reading Vonnegut. I've been reading a book, and then when I'm done with the book, I've been keeping a list of everything I read. this
Okay.
year, and I think I'm going to keep doing that from now on and writing down.
Yeah.
I mean, I've read hundreds of
That's
books.
what the Goodreads is doing. Like I'm able to add.
I'm a pen
You're
and
a pen
paper
and paper
gal.
gal?
I won't even buy a Kindle because I like the feel of a book.
I do. I didn't know if I was gonna like the Kindle, but I do
People
love it.
love them.
It's so like easy to keep going.
Yeah.
And like I know this is probably just so stupid or like, but like
There's no such thing as being stupid.
right, there is. But like you just read and read and read, and like one of the things I don't like about books, this is gonna sound so stupid, is
I can't wait.
the beginning and the end when one side's too heavy and the other you're trying to get comfortable in bed, and I'm
We
like,
found your tism.
I'm like flip-flopping.
I just got to stay in the middle of the book the entire time.
I only get to the middle of the book,
And then I stop.
and then it's just too lopsided for me.
There's another book I read, and I have a copy of this, so if you want to borrow it, it's called The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime.
Okay.
And it is told from the perspective of a boy who's autistic.
Okay.
And he's trying to solve a mystery
Okay.
or like a murder. Yeah, it's very interesting. I like a unreliable narrator. I always find it interesting when you can.
Yeah, well, that's
like-
kind of like Mother Night.
Yes.
I
yes.
just learned the term unreliable
Boy, let's-
narrator by reading Mother Night.
Oh, Edgar Allan Poe. Anything by Poe
Yeah.
is like he's like the extreme unreliable narrator. Yeah, I got a lot of books I can recommend to you. I'll bring some next time I see you because they're just sitting on my bookshelf. I'll just bring them. You can borrow them,
Sure.
or I can give you lists
Yeah,
if
give
you'd
me
rather do the
lists.
Kindle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that one the one you just talked about, Paradise.
Yeah.
I want that because
Okay.
I probably would really like that.
I got that on Kindle because it was very tough to find.
Oh, I got other ones for you. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. This is not what I plan on talking about. We're gonna
neither.
get to the next thing after this.
Yeah.
I read a book called The Silent Patient. Okay. And I read the author. It's like a very Greek name. It's like Alex something. He's actually from Cyprus, which is the island where my mom's side of the family is from.
Okay.
So that's what drew me to him in the first place. Like thrillers, psychological thrillers.
I like that.
So he wrote one called The Silent Patient.
The Silent Patient. Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Like I want them to make a movie.
Okay.
Yeah, very
Nice.
good. Yeah. Don't spoil it for yourself. Very good. You want that twist.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm in.
Yep.
I'm in. I'm a reader now.
That'll go quick too. That's like maybe I can't remember. One of his books took me a little bit of time to get into. It was like a little slow. I think that one I was pretty into from the beginning. But when you get to the middle, your favorite part, it gets really fast, like quick.
I'll tell you a funny.
You get to the middle.
I'll tell you a funny reading story.
Oh, boy.
That happened to me. So, like Kindle, like I guess whatever recommends books to
Sure.
you based. So,
I kind of want a Kindle now.
So I finished the one book in it's a once a month book club. So I was just trying to find something to read in between.
Mm-hmm.
So I ripped through the one book, and this one came up, and I just clicked on it. I forget what the title was, but the description was guy wakes up with a dead person in his bed.
Oh.
And that's how it starts, and then
Wow.
he's trying to figure out what happened.
Okay.
And it was a dead guy in his bed. So I was like, all right, I know it's a gay story.
Sure.
Which is fine.
Sure.
I'm not, yeah. So I start the book, just like it says, starts a gay man, then they go back into how this happened, and it just starts really turning into this really graphic romance novel. And I'm just like, well, first I'm sitting there, because I'm fine.
You're like,
but
okay,
it's fine.
a scene.
So I
It
just,
makes
I
sense.
went to ChatGPT. I'm like, no spoilers, but I just need to know. Is this like
A
a
romance?
crime, or is this like a romance novel?
Yeah.
It's like it's a heavy romance novel.
you're
I'm
like,
like,
not
yeah,
what
I
I'm
gotta
looking
go.
for.
It was just so like
Yeah, I
out
get-
of like
I
was,
get it.
and I'm never like shocked by anything. I'm like, oh my god,
I didn't know you could do that.
this is crazy. These dudes are nuts.
Even some heterosexual ones where I'm like, oh, this is a little much for
Yeah.
me. This is a little.
Yeah, I almost felt silly
Yeah, you're
reading
like-
it. You're just like, I just don't think this is what I'm
This
looking
is
for.
not for me. I mean, I own the 50 Shades of Grey books because somehow I ended up with them. I've never once read any of those. I'm like, I don't think that's the genre for me. I don't know if I
Yeah,
would
no.
want to read that.
Yeah, I want to read like what people consider like great stuff, not like popcorn
Like
stuff.
Twilight, I'm joking.
Like
I would
Twilight,
never read
yeah.
Twilight.
Like I don't want to read no like what was that famous Dan Brown book they made a movie on with Tom Hanks?
I know what you're talking about. Although I do love similarly, James Patterson. I can pick up a James Patterson book. Like if I'm ever in a lull, I just pick up anything by James Patterson because you can just go right through it. There's a Time to Kill is a good. Is it A Time to Kill?
I remember that movie, A Time to Kill.
That's a great book. That's John Grisham. I could be wrong. I could be making all of this up. I'm gonna be getting slaughtered. Time to Kill is by no, that's the director. Yeah, it's John Grisham. See,
I've read John Grisham when I was younger. I read
They're very formulaic books.
I read the one they made a movie with Matt Damon with The Rainmaker.
Oh, I've never seen the movie or read the book.
Yeah, they made a series about it recently on TV too.
I've never read anything by Stephen King, which I feel like at some point I probably should, but I'm not like a horror person, so I don't necessarily know if I would enjoy the way he writes. I've never read any of it.
I'm gonna try.
Might be a nice thing to tackle.
Yeah, I'm going for it all. I'm gonna become such a snob reader.
Can't wait.
Like, do you read?
If you would have read to me, will be our new.
Yeah, if
you would have read.
Yeah, if you would have read me.
Our new podcast.
That'll be our side quest.
I love it.
We're gonna do a side quest.
Should we switch? I can talk about books the whole time.
Like,
no, this is
what
great.
What did they do in this last episode? They just named books they read.
It's so
ad nauseum.
boring. All right, well, we're gonna switch up to the topic I really want to talk about, which is like crazy women. Because when I tell you, I send Joe so many articles and headlines over the last couple of weeks of women doing crazy things, which shows me I'm not living up to my potential.
Right, you could be crazy.
I could be so much crazier.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not living up to.
That'd be great if, like, one time just your face shows up in one of these articles. I'm like, we got to talk about this on the podcast.
Fine.
I know you're, like, in trouble, but.
Sorry. We'll talk about it. All right, so ready? First one we're going to talk about. Texas women arrested after renting escape room and making ex solve puzzles of accountability on Valentine's Day. Perfect. I'm going to read the article, but right there.
There's so much to just that headline.
First of all, love an escape room.
How do you get an ex to an escape room?
Yeah, well, I'm wondering. I'm going to read it. Were they exes before they got to the escape room, or did she break up with him in the escape room? And also, how did she set that up? Like, how much money did she have to pay to be like, I'm going to borrow your escape room to break up with my ex or to bring my ex? Yeah. I guess I could read the article already. You can find out.
We just spent 20 minutes on reading. I would love to read.
All right, here we go. A Texas woman is facing charges after allegedly booking an entire escape room facility and luring her ex-boyfriend into what she advertised as a surprise Valentine's experience. Police say he thought he was walking into a normal date night activity. Instead, the room theme was titled, "The Truth Will Set You Free If You Can Find It." According to witnesses, the puzzles included a locked box labeled communication that could only be opened by entering the date he forgot their anniversary, a crossword puzzle where every clue was one of his excuses, a wall of red string connecting printed screenshots labeled "Just a Friend?" A countdown timer titled "Time You Said You Needed." Authorities claim she upgraded to the venue's full immersive drama package, which featured hidden speakers playing voice notes on loop, fog machine during the confrontation chamber, a final door that only unlocked when he correctly answered, "Define accountability." Things escalated when he attempted to force the exit door and discovered it was part of the puzzle. Staff called police after the group outside could hear shouting, followed by one employee described as aggressive self-reflection. Officers later stated, escape rooms are designed for entertainment, not emotional litigation. The ex eventually solved his way out. The relationship did not. Love can be complicated. Closure requires critical thinking. The first comment just says, "Where's the crime?"
Where's the crime? That has to be a woman.
It was.
Yeah, of course.
Sassy. And then the next one, why would she be arrested for this? She was just doing the Lord's work. Where do I donate for her legal fund?
So what was she trying to get out of him?
But did he die? Torture him. Well,
so wait, they were obviously together because it's a Valentine's thing before this.
Yes.
Was it an ex yet?
No, I guess it was an ex when he left.
And what was her goal? Like, just to torture him?
Probably.
To breaking up with him? Like, what does she want from this poor man?
I don't think she thought about that. First of all, how did she rent an entire facility? She put a lot of money and time into this. Like, I don't know if I think I'm too lazy to put this much time into like something to break up with somebody.
I mean, this guy has to feel like, man, I really got out of something at the right time.
He's not heartbroken over this.
No. Could you it's just, I always hear that word too. No offense, but like women I know that like say that about their significant others. Accountability. I need some accountability. You're big on accountability, and I got to tell you, no man even knows what that word means.
Obviously, it took him forever. He figured it out because he solved it and left.
Yeah.
But I don't think I got to be honest with you, I have never, by the time I'm ready to break up with somebody, or if it gets to a point in my relationship where I feel like I would have to do that, I would not have the energy to do that.
Well, typically when you want to break up with someone, you'd want to put in, you're already done putting in effort.
Right, you're just done.
Like, now I got to make a game?
I got very Saw vibes from it. Let's play a game.
Yeah, I wonder if she thought it was going to turn him, or maybe I missed it. Did he break up with her as a result of this?
I don't really
was she trying to turn him? Like first off, I mean, I don't think a guy wants to, like, if you were going to surprise me with a Valentine's gift and you take me to escape room, I'd be like, do you love me? I mean, what is happening?
Is this torture? Have you done an escape room?
I have.
They're so fun.
They're fun for the two people that are leading it.
Right, that's
if you're there with more than two people.
I'm always an accessory. I'm like, what can I do to help?
No, I did it. We did it with a group of friends one time, and it was actually pretty funny. It was in Montclair. A bunch of comics went.
Oh, nice. Thanks for the invite.
It was before I knew you.
Fine.
And me and Gaffney were at this one. We're getting towards the end. We had to find this guy's dead body that was like buried in this house. So we never been to an escape room. So we get through this door out to the parking lot. We're like, we did it. We thought we had to get through. And the guy comes over. He's like, you're not supposed to go through that door.
You just went through the emergency exit.
Yeah, get back in. And then we found it, but that's how stupid we were. It was fun.
Did you win? Did you solve it?
We did. We solved it.
Good for you.
Yeah, it was fun, but like thinking about, I've been invited to one since, and I'm like, nah, I did that.
I would. They're all different themes, Joe.
I know.
Joe, we should do our podcast from one.
Yeah.
We'll just do a podcast where somebody else solves the.
Yeah. I'd be like, this is great.
This is great. We're solving. I'm not a puzzle person. I wish I was. I'm the first one. Like, if somebody was like, Emily, we're gonna do an escape room. You want to come? I'll be like, yes. But I don't think I'm an asset. Like, I'm there for a good time.
You're just there to hang and watch people solve a puzzle.
I'm there to help. I'm there to do my the old college try.
Yeah.
The last time I went with two people, and they were both very into it, and I felt like I was maybe a little bit in the way.
Yeah.
I was like there for I was the looks of the operation. I was at the brains.
Escape rooms are only made for alphas.
Serious, and I'm like, woo, you go for it, guys. But it was fun.
Yeah, no, it was good, but to break up with someone like that is bizarre.
All right, we're gonna rate what we think because I have another one. And you're gonna tell me. I got like 3 or 4 crazies, and we're gonna rate them at the end.
Who's the craziest?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next one. Woman arrested after printing 500 missing person posters of ex-boyfriend, saying he disappeared emotionally.
This is ex-boyfriend. It's
ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
Denver, Colorado. A Colorado woman was arrested after police say she printed hundreds of missing person posters featuring her ex-boyfriend's photo and posted them across town. But the poster didn't say he was missing physically. It said he was emotionally unavailable. According to investigators, the flyers included his photo, phone number, and the message, "Last seen caring about this relationship sometime around March." Police say the posters were placed on telephone poles, grocery store bulletin boards, and even the front door of the gym he attends. One flyer reportedly included a reward, $20 and closure. Authorities, another word we love, authorities were called after the man discovered several coworkers had seen the posters and began asking if he was okay. The suspect allegedly told police she was simply raising awareness. She now faces harassment charges.
Good.
Police say several posters are still being removed from around the city. Again, you can tell when the women find it. I'm going to read the comments, okay? Feels like she did the right thing. What's the crime here? My friend did this when her boyfriend cheated, but the poster said lost dog, but had his picture. That's funny.
Well, yeah,
but also, one flyer would have been fine. 500 flyers is crazy.
And she was trying to just get the word out?
I guess. Here's my whole thing. Maybe I'm lazy. That's a lot of effort. I would much rather, if I broke up with somebody or somebody went like ghosted me or whatever, I would much rather just like do my hair, do my makeup, put on something nice, and go out with my girlfriends.
Yeah, well,
right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually think that for me, I think the other girl so far is winning because out of creativity.
The escape room.
Yeah, I think
this one's insane because he's not even involved.
No.
He's moved on because she needs another keywords I've heard: emotionally unavailable and closure. Those are girl words. Like those
are girl words, not boy words.
No, they're not boy words.
Those are girl
I've
words.
never been hanging out with one of my friends when they broke up with someone's like, I need closure.
And you're like, that's a girl word. We're boys.
That's a girl word. And I've never heard a guy say to me, my girlfriend's emotionally unavailable.
Can we please call the title of this episode? The title of this episode, I'm going to start over, should be, that's a girl word.
That's a girl word.
And you should, don't cut this out. You should clip every news story as a separate reel that we talk about, because these are going to be.
For sure.
Hell yeah, man.
I'm
telling Joe how to do his job
but
now.
What's with the closure? What does emotional unavailability mean?
That like he just wants to have sex and not be a boyfriend. I don't know.
Yeah.
Aren't we all a little emotionally unavailable from time to time?
I don't know. I don't even know what it means.
I think it means when somebody is like not, to me.
To me, that means they don't like you.
No, for me, what it means is if somebody's emotionally unavailable, they're either unpacking too much or they've got too much going on where they can't prioritize the relationship. Yeah. That's how I take it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Does that make sense to you, Joe?
Yeah. Okay.
Is it less of a girl word now?
Right. No, it's still going to be used by girls because I don't know. I've never been around any of my guy friends that are in relationships or dating a girl and said, you know what, man, she's just emotionally unavailable for me. Because we don't.
I'll give you $5
if a girl's too busy for us,
right?
That's awesome. No, I'm just saying, like,
fair.
No, but but it shows she got stuff going on and they don't need us, which is attractive.
That's fair. Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right, I got two more. This one's not. Do we only want to do crazy dating women stories? Because I only got one more. Or are we just doing crazy women in general?
Well, keep the theme.
Oh, crazy women involved in dating? Okay,
yeah.
So they got one. This is the last one I got. Ready? And this was all over TikTok and I guess the news too. I don't know if you saw it. And it's singing music. Okay, ready? An American woman who wrote a children's book about coping with her husband's death has been found guilty of his murder.
Oh, I saw this on the news.
Yes. Okay, so, this is a very short article, but I can see if I can find more. An American woman who wrote a children's book about coping with her husband's death has been found guilty of his murder, reports The Guardian. Investigators determined that she laced her husband's cocktail with a lethal dose of fentanyl, hoping to get his money and start a new life with her lover. I love when they use it with a lover. She now faces 25 years to life in prison. People in the comments are a little bit less on her. Oh no, this is funny. OJ was smart. Wrote the book after he was found innocent.
Yeah, I think she takes the crazy
she
award.
Does,
I mean, because if you're killing,
right?
Yeah.
Although I don't know if the escape room girl and the flyer girl. I mean, they were only like 2-3 steps away from.
Well, I guarantee you, the guy at
killing.
the escape room was like, "Please kill me,"
or he was like, "Oh my God, she's gonna kill me."
Yeah,
like it was one of two things.
Yeah,
like,
the one that was putting up the.
Sorry, that's just annoying.
That's just like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how we said nothing and every right. That's just yeah.
We were on the same page. We got it.
The audience is like they're not breaking down anything.
Sorry guys. Somebody did tag Netflix and was like, "I watched this documentary," and I have to agree, Netflix. I would watch that documentary about the girl, because I remember. Okay, so I saw this girl on TikTok when she wrote the children's book, and I saw the TikTok of her being interviewed about her husband's death and them doing the children's book. Then 6 months, whatever later, I see her back in, and she's on trial because they're like, "Oh, you killed him," and I'm like, "Oh, Plot twist.
I mean,
why would you write a book though? Like, don't you want to like fly
that's
under
the problem.
the radar? No,
That's the problem here.
like,
you know why it's one thing you kill your husband, but you're gonna write a book. What are you, crazy?
But come on,
you're just supposed to kill him for the money and your lover.
The radar. For your lover.
For your lover and his money.
Is that another female word? Lover.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
That comes from, I'm guessing you've never watched Sex in the City.
I watched the first few seasons because I lived with a girl at the time.
Oh, okay. So one of Carrie Bradshaw at the end, Sarah Jessica Parker, she's like, they're like, oh, are you dating this guy? And she's like, I'm not dating. He's just my lover. And that's
I think if I ever used that, it was in a joking form like that, where you go to see my lover.
Lover.
But what's it? All these people with you see it on Dateline all the time, like. You want to be with your lover, so you're going to kill your husband or your wife.
You could just get divorced.
Yeah, and like it's never even that much money, like the insurance money. It's not like murder money.
Well, she's a parent. She was like crazy in debt, like an insane, like millions of debt. And I'm also like, how do you get into millions of dollars of debt? Also, how do you kill somebody and then write a book about it and then read it? It's a children's book. You read it to read to your children about how to help them mourn their father. Or you could have just not killed their dad. Like, there's so much here to unpack.
Yeah, she probably thought, well, if I wrote this book, they'll never think it's me. What a weird coincidence that would be.
Well, my favorite is always, like, in the evidence when they're going through what they thought they cleared their history of their Google searches.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It's never cleared, people.
Oh, my God. And these people are so don't blurt that out. They're so stupid, these people, because they're like, how does fentanyl show up in an autopsy? Like, are you dumb?
I know.
Like how, how long does it take to get life insurance money?
Yeah.
It's dumb. Dumb.
I wrote a script about an assassin who was poisoning people.
Okay.
And I was too afraid to Google like certain types of poison and stuff.
God forbid.
The script just says poison. I have never made it anything specific. But I'm like, it doesn't need to be specific.
Make it up. One of my students got in trouble because he was Googling what kind of gun to use in a video game. And the school was like, send so-and-so down right away. And he was like, what did I do? Like, they're not, which honestly, A+ to the school for like tracking that stuff that it came back. But like, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, murder. Okay, we'll take Murder Girl aside. She wins as far as crazy. Because when you kill someone, I think you got to win the crazy prize.
You win the crazy. I think it depends on...
But out of the other two, who do you think is the craziest?
Probably the escape room girl. But I give her credit. I give her points for creativity. Because I think that was like...
Yeah, she's crazy because it was a lot of footwork. The other one just kind of printed flyers. The other one just seemed like
wasting, killing trees.
It's a sad story.
Right, to me, it's like you said earlier. What are you trying to achieve here? What is your end goal? But they don't have an end goal.
They just want closure, which they never get.
That's a girl word.
It's a girl word. It's a girl word. That's the title of the episode. It's a girl word.
It's a girl word.
It's a girl word because. I've had people tell me I need closure, and then you go to the closure meeting, whatever that is. All right, I'll meet you. Let's do a closure, and there's never closure.
My therapist, I actually had therapy last night. She hates the word closure. She doesn't think closure exists, which I think she's 100% right. She's just like, how do you get closure? What's the point of closure?
Closure's within yourself.
Right. You get your own closure. You don't need the other person to give you closure.
Yeah, exactly. Are we broken up? Yes. Okay, closure.
But yeah, like these people who just the girl who killed her husband, just get divorced. I've been divorced. It doesn't take that long. Or even if it does take a long time, just do it. Like, killing your ex should never be an option on the table.
It's insane. Like, they never watch Dateline. They get away. They never get away with it. How do you think
you're going to get away with it? And like, how are you going to live with yourself? And also, like, that's like you are so selfish that you think the better option is that person doesn't get to be alive anymore? I don't understand any of it.
The only way I can... we talk about this all the time when we watch those shows at home. Like why someone deludes themselves into think that they're... Because a lot of times it's like affairs and stuff like that.
Sure.
And we're like... Those are always like highly addictive brain trips you go on.
Right.
So like I think they're so deluded with the fantasy they've been living that they that becomes part of it, and they're like, it's gonna work out.
But also, it would also work out if you got divorced.
Yeah, but
like probably better.
I know, but I guess they want that
jail.
money. They want that money.
Oh, the money thing.
It's
See,
the
I'm
money.
not a money-driven
I don't think
person.
people usually kill just for love or just to be with a lover.
A lover?
A lover. I think most of the killing is that and money. Because, I mean, to kill to like if you're both poor and you're like, I'm just killing you because I don't know how else to get closure.
I'm really bad at breaking up with people.
Why'd you kill her?
I didn't want to hurt her feelings. It's just the way
I do closure.
I didn't want to hurt her feelings.
I didn't want to hurt her
I have a terrible time taking accountability for my actions.
I have a hard time taking accountability. And, I can't stand it. I messed up.
I'm sorry, man.
It blows my mind that there's that many Dateline episodes and people like that out there. Yeah. I do want to see that documentary, though.
I hope they make one. Did you watch? Well, this is sad. Should we take a sad turn for a second? It has to do with crazy people.
A few minutes for sad.
Great. But this is a man. Did you hear about the Chris? What was his name? Chris Watts. Did you watch that documentary?
No.
I saw that. I was pregnant when so his wife and his 2 daughters went missing.
Okay.
And I saw them interview him on the news, and I was like, he did it. And my ex-husband at the time was like, what do you mean? I'm like, that man looks guilty. And I said, if you ever want to, this is so funny in hindsight because then we got divorced. I said, if you ever want to leave me, just divorce me. Don't kill me and our baby. Just leave. Yeah. And I divorced him, which is the hilarious part. It's like, I was like, spoiler alert. But yeah, they found out he did it. He killed his wife who was pregnant and his 2 kids. And because he had a lover.
Was that the one that put them in acid in the buckets? Oh,
yes.
I did see that documentary.
Horrible.
Yeah, not only do you kill your kids, but
leave her.
How do you kill your children?
That's what I'm saying. Like, killing your wife's one thing.
Yeah, killing. Yeah,
that's
right.
Like whatever.
Right. Yeah, but you're not going to love her as much as you love your kids. So it's like, to kill your kids.
Right.
For a lover.
A lover.
A lover.
You got to make sure you say it right.
A lover. How do I say it? Do I do it with an accent?
Lover, like you're French or something.
Oh, I don't know if I could do French. We'll say.
Lover.
We'll say. I'm trying to get my Pepe Le Pew out.
Oui, oui.
I keep wanting to say Louvre.
A loofah.
My lover.
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 Ooh. That was good.
Why did you kill her? To be with my lover.
You should just clip every time we said lover into one sound bite. And just
lover.
Lover.
Lover?
Your long cigarette?
My lover.
Please, can you do that? Can you clip?
My lover would not give me closure. I killed my former lover. Lover.
All right. Anyway, that's all I got for this episode.
It was a good episode. It was bonkers.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
Welcome back, Joe.
Yeah, listen, it was our first one back. We were off a little while. We had a book club going.
We picked it up quick, and we just
picked it up, and I think we may have found a side quest with a book club. We never know. We'll have to discuss this.
Yes.
But thanks everybody for listening.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to this before the end of April, which you should, Emily and I will be performing at Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club.
April 22nd?
The Wednesday
yes.
You're on? She'll be on my Wednesday show. I'll also be there Thursday if you can't make it to the Wednesday. JoeFernandes.net. I got a bunch of gigs coming up. I'm coming back to South Carolina in June for 3 nights at this resort on the beach over there.
Bragging.
And,
make a vacation out of it.
I'm making a vacation out of it.
Are you?
No. I mean, I'm just doing comedy and then, you know.
Make a vacation.
We'll talk about it after, maybe.
We'll talk about vacations.
Vacations.
Next episode.
And Emily is you don't have a website, do you?
No, I got rid of it. Emily Page Comedy on Instagram. That's usually where I post all my dates.
There you go.
Easier.
So thanks for checking out, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Bye.